Today's video may be speculative in nature. However, they say whatever happens down under influences Canada in more ways than one. And today we're going to talk about how Australia is considering implementing a empty rooms tax. Yes, you heard it right. It's empty rooms tax, which Australians are absolutely raging about, which their government is talking about. And why is it important to you and me living in Canada? What you do not know is we are strongly influenced by what happens down under. Hi, my name is Roshan Victor. I'm a local realtor here in the Fraser Valley, and I help families just like yourself make the right decision when it comes to real estate. My clients find me honest, thorough, and empathetic. I give you all the information that you need to make a right decision for your family, whether you are a first time home buyer or a seasoned investor. And if you're looking for real estate updates, you have come to the right channel. Over here, we talk about real estate updates and local news that can impact you and me in the Fraser Valley. So hit the bell icon, click the subscribe button, and let's get into the video. As you can see on the screen, Aussies lose it over spare bedroom tax. Yes, you heard it right, it's spare bedroom tax. When the new government came into place, they said that there'll be no tax changes. However, now they're talking about having a spare bedroom tax. And who will it impact the most? It's going to impact the baby boomers and the Gen X, because those are the guys who have bought properties way back in time. Some of them are empty nesters, and now the government is planning to charge you tax on the rooms that are empty, citing that there is a shortage of homes in Australia. Sounds familiar? That's exactly what Canada is going through, not at this time, but a couple of years ago. Obviously, this may not pass legislation in Australia, and there's going to be a huge pushback from the local Aussies who absolutely are going bonkers at this time with this news. They're not happy about it. And the question out here is, will Canada also follow this route, citing shortage? Well, to understand that question, we really need to look at, has Canada taken or British Columbia taken inspiration from down under? And the answer to that is yes. In this article, October 22nd, 2021, BC takes notes as New Zealand moves to ban single family zoning in cities. British Columbia recently published their rezoning mandate and increasing density by taking away what is so-called a single family home and allowing duplexes in properties which are 3,000 square feet and above. Now that's a great thing. It's a great investment. But very few people know what happened in New Zealand overall. When New Zealand applied this rule, the property or land prices shot up sharply and then declined considerably. Similar patterns may be visible in British Columbia in the near future. We are going through a downturn in our market. So right now, it is not the best time for anybody who wants to actually cash out with the rezoning to make money. I've done a video on the transit oriented zones and how it is better to sell the property in the current use than in the redevelopment use. So there is a link to the video which I will post at the end of this video. You can click it and have a look at or listen to that video as well. The BC rezoning is almost inspired and templated of what New Zealand did and is being applied in our province, which impacts you and me. And because BC has now taken the template from New Zealand, what goes to say that the current government of Canada, which is drowning in debts, will not try and do something similar in the near future. A simple example, a year ago, I do remember, if you can see the screen, home equity tax, is it coming and what's the potential impact for Canadian real estate? Now, this is a blog article which I understand, but this had come in last year where the government of Canada spent $4 million on doing a survey asking Canadians if they were okay paying taxes on the equity built in their home. Yes, you heard it right. On the equity built in your home, not realized. For example, if you bought a property and you lived in it for 10, 15 years, after a certain time, there is capital appreciation. So you bought for $1 million, today it's worth $2 million. What the government wanted to know is how comfortable were you paying taxes on the $1 million of gains that you have done on paper. Of course, it was shot down. The majority said they do not want this tax to come in, and it was so the whole conversation died out. However, the same conversation has resurfaced in 2025, and the government is considering it and seeing how is the best way to implement it. And will it be implemented? I hope not, because all the baby boomers, Gen X, even millennials will be impacted immensely with it, because you bought a property and the market picks up in the next few years, and you have to pay tax on the appreciation of your property. You're already being taxed so much. Another tax on top of it? That doesn't sound great, is it? And that's the reason it's extremely important to pay attention to what's going on down under in Australia with the spare room tax. I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of years, the lawmakers of Canada also consider this, citing shortage of inventory. Right now, we do have huge condo inventory. However, what we are falling short for is detached homes. What we are falling short for is townhomes. And yeah, that's all I have for today. I know this is a more of a speculative what if scenario video, but I just wanted to get it to your notice that keep your eye out for something like this or something similar to this coming up in the future, because it's going to impact you and me. And if you're looking into the Fraser Valley and want to know what your property is worth or what deals are available out there for you to buy, reach out with the link in my description below. Let's have a chat about your requirements and see how we can serve you best. Thank you. Have yourself a wonderful day.